Hello cellos! Today we're going to be working on page 17 of Essential Elements Book 2. And on this page we're going to be combining together two 16th notes along with one 8th note in a single beat. So remember that you can beam as many notes as will fit in a beat, and if you have two 16th notes you can pair that with an 8th note, either with the 16th notes first or with the 8th note first. So we'll start out with the 8th note first, and the first rhythm, which is in rhythm wrap on page 72, is 8th note followed by two 16th notes, so like that. And notice how in the rhythm wrap you've got that rhythm then followed by just two 8th notes, which adds up to 5 notes in the first measure. The measure is 2 beats, and that means that the next measure is going to start up bow. So if you start one measure down bow and there's an odd number of notes in it that are all separate bows, then the next measure would start up bow, even if it's the same rhythm. So make sure that you're following the bowing carefully, those up bow and down bow signs, because it's not the same in each measure. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to play the rhythm wrap on the open D string. Alright, good. Now we'll do that same rhythm with some different notes for number 73, Blueberry Pie. And good. Now let's go ahead and do technique tracks number 74. This is a descending D major scale. And notice how now they've given you some staccato marks on the 8th note. So that clarifies that those should be played short and separate. Sometimes you play your 8th notes short and separate even if you don't have staccato marks on them, just depending on the style of the music that you're trying to play. But if they do put the dots under or over the note heads, you will always play those short and separated. Now we're going to move on to a slightly different variation of this rhythm, which is two 16th notes followed by an 8th note. So now you're going to play the 16th notes first and then the 8th note second, so like that. We'll go ahead and start with the rhythm wrap, number 75, and we are going to play that again on the open D string. Excellent. Now we'll go ahead and do number 76, which is that same rhythm, and now they've got some staccato notes on the measure with 4 8th notes, the second measure, and we will do it with some notes for number 76, marching along. Excellent. Now number 77 is called On the Move, and this one is a descending D major scale again. Alright, good. And then number 78 is a duet. This is a rhythm etude. Notice how the A part and the B part do have different rhythms, also different notes. So I'm going to go ahead and play the A part first, and then I'll play the B part. And if you would like to play a duet along with me, you're welcome to play along with me, playing the opposite part of what I'm doing. So you could do the B part first and then do the A part. Here's the A part. Now here's the B part. we are going to do number 79, which is an Essential Elements quiz. This one is called Rhythm Roundup. And this one actually mixes together all the different rhythms that we've been working on both page 16 and page 17. So you're going to see some beats that have 4 16th notes, some beats that have an 8th note followed by 2 16th notes, and some beats that have 2 16th notes followed by an 8th note. And then there are also some quarter notes and some beats with 2 8th notes. So a lot of different rhythms on this one. Just make sure that you're practicing reading them accurately, and it may take you a couple of times through to get them all, but just keep working on it. Page 17. I hope you enjoy practicing these rhythms. The 16th notes are really fun to play, and then the next step would be to have some 16th notes where you change note on each note. All of the 16th note rhythms that we've practiced on the last 2 pages, page 16 and page 17, have you staying on the same note for the whole beat. And sometimes you will encounter some 16th notes where you will play some different notes within a beat of 16th notes. So that's what's coming, but good luck and happy practicing.